Welcome back, everyone. It's Caleb over here at Red Racing Industries. We are back with episode 46 of racing every single car on every single track inside of Gran Turismo 7. Now, the last episode wasn't awful per se, but it also wasn't the best. I need a little bit more patience hitting the corners and grasping the braking zones, which does take time learning the track and things like that. But this car, the first time, not bad in my opinion. Anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in to episode 46. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and dive right in here. Make sure that camera's on. Go ahead and get recording. There is a lot of cords, a lot of things that go in to make sure I get set up for every episode, because I do try to start them relatively off the same. Now, at the end of the day, I have been recording more than one a day, so I try to make it even still look the same. Even though I am recording more than one a day, because I have other things that I do along with training. So, back with Circuit Day Barcelona. Let's go to the Rallycross layout. We'll do evening again and 3 laps. I need dirt tires. Perfect. Let's go all the way back. And now, see, that's another problem that I've realized with this series, basically, is there are certain cars. My Siri went off. Siri, stop. Okay. Series. Okay. I have to have dirt tires. There's certain cars that don't offer it. Oh, that's new. It's like yellow. I didn't notice that before. Anyway, we're going to go over to our dirt tires. Now, I know certain GT3 cars don't have dirt tires. The go-kart does not have dirt tires. So, we're going to have to skip those portions, and unfortunate for me, because I would love to try that, especially on a go-kart. I even checked with the new update they did. They didn't add dirt tires to it. Because you can go off-roading in a go-kart now, like an actual go-kart. I've seen some tracks, and I think they're mostly across seas. In relative to where I'm at. Why do we need dirt tires for this again? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. Loosey-goosey over here. We're just starting on asphalt, so I'm like, what? Once again, I haven't really done all of these. That's kind of the point. Oh. Well, that's nice, isn't it? This is awful. These dirt tires are not going to help me on this asphalt. For the little bit of time we're on dirt. Because I feel like that's the only part. There might be another section, but these tires grip differently. I'm better off just riding on the unbeaten path. Or kind of beaten path. We got 3 laps of this miserable stuff. There's a lot of... that would have hurt. There's a lot of traction change. Like, we're on the track, we're off the track, and... Now, I love riding off-road. It's amazing. And as another hint, until I bring it to the channel, I just don't know when, the new vehicle that I purchased is going to be good for off-roading. Just as a hint. It's got all-wheel drive / four-wheel drive. And I said both, so you still have to figure out which one. And I'm not just telling you yet. I'm going to build the anticipation until you go check out my other YouTube channel. Because it's already up there. But there will be anticipation, at least for this channel, if you decide not to watch it on my other YouTube channel. Goodness grief. I'm getting a hang of this, but we're still not doing great. We're still back of the pack. We're not be able to get in front of this other Type R. I think it's an FD2. There we go. We got 15th place. Oh, we grabbed that one better. Now, I will say this definitely teaches me to have better control over the vehicle, I'm not going to lie. Going from dirt to track, and frankly, it's kind of a lot of fun. A little scary at first. More like bumper cars, it feels like. We got a Toyota. Is that an Avalon or a Camry? Anyway, that's the end of the race. Guess we won't find out. That wouldn't, I mean, I was going to say it wasn't awful, but it kind of was at the same time. Anyway, that ends episode 46 of Racing Every Single Track and Every Single Car instead of Gran Turismo 7. Oh, it was a Crown Athlete. I've never even seen or heard one. It's probably Japanese. I know some Japanese cars, but not very many. Anyway, I do want to say thank y'all again for watching. This was actually kind of fun. Anyway, I'd definitely say if you really like and enjoy Gran Turismo, definitely play with all of these different track layouts. It gives you a lot of different experiences. Now, as I'm starting to move to more extreme realism as of iRacing and really getting into the track, because I'm trying to expedite the series journey that I'm doing. So I'm going through every little bit and hammering myself so I have at least a variety. But the goal is to get into technically IMSA, but also I think it's also known as WEC. GT3 cars, GT4 cars, and which is where I'm going to probably start. Still figuring all that out, getting sponsors and stuff. So anybody that's looking to sponsor, tag them below or something, help me out. I would appreciate it. I'm still trying to reach out to sponsors as well and do my part, but I do appreciate any support and your following and your likes and your comments and everything like that. Now I'm also learning everything, and yeah, that would hurt. As I do in real life, I don't ever like to pretend that I know everything, and I do try to learn everything, but also stay open to learning more. So if you got any other tips and tricks that a lot of people on TikTok so far has helped, like the seat in general, I had the brackets put on incorrectly, and if you guys help me out and kind of narrowed me down the way, and the seat is a lot more comfortable, a lot more customizable, and then I'm trying to learn more on the iRacing and stuff. But I notice as I post it, that's when the comments will start flowing in. Anyway, as I end this episode 46, Racing Every Single Track and Every Single Car instead of Gran Turismo 7, this is our career series of getting noticed inside of racing. Other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.